Here it comes! Another sick day where you're not only sick, but you're also quite sick of being bored with nothing to do. If that's the case, then the Thrift Store Rundown, bringing Hollywood home on a budget, is once again here to help, bringing you a week's worth of fantastic activities, all in the name of helping you make it a sickeningly lovely day. And really, I have nothing new to add on why the fabulous 60-minute Price is Right has been a mainstay for many sick days. There have been several articles and legit research studies conducted on why the Price is Right, a 50-plus-year-old institution, has been one of the ultimate cure-alls for any ill soul. It could be the retro vibes, it could be those flashy lights, it could certainly be the late legend Bob Barker, who's not in this game. It could be Drew Carey, who's done quite an admirable job making it this far. It could be all those prizes. It could be all those exciting contestants. And as a whole, it could very well be that live studio audience. Each and every one of them a potential contestant. I know you're dreaming of the day where you're amongst that crowd, eagerly waiting to be called to come on down. But if that never happens, I found another splendid way to make that a virtual reality. And you don't even have to run down those aisles high-fiving your fellow Price is Right friends. Your fellow loyal friends and true, as Bob Barker would say. Technically, you're still sick and you need to be in bed. Otherwise, you might be responsible for the next season of The Price is Right that tapes with no live audience and uses a junk load of audience sweetening, which is rather ghastly and I think needs to stop. If the warm-up team and the stage managers aren't doing a good enough job hyping up the crowd, the producers need to get on the case. But enough business talk, let's talk shop on a shopper's dream. The Price is Right DVD game, the new DVD edition that plays just like the real show. Almost. It's from Endless Games, released under their Endless Classics label, featuring Optree DVD technology, making this playable for any PC-ROM, personal computer, or laptop, which I would prefer if you're still bedbound or couch-bound. This was purchased for half off $2.99 from Value Village in Hawthorne. So let's lift this up and see what you get. I assume everyone knows how to play The Price is Right, right? If not, I'll give you 10 seconds to look over this instruction pamphlet and summarize gameplay for you. There you go, 10 seconds. Allow me to give you a little bit of a summary on how it's done. There will be 4 players called to come on down to kick off the first half of the game, which features an opening bid on the first item up for bids. There will be 4 players, and 4 players will be given 4 markers, these 4 right here, to place down their opening bids on this space. If they come close to the actual retail price without going over the closest to the ARP, they get called up on stage to play the first pricey game. The first of 3 pricey games in the first half of the game before they go to the Showcase Showdown. And I kid you not, my first prize for my first game, which would be of the dozen featured in this particular game, it would be here, Pass the Buck. My first prize up for grabs was a brand new car! And no other prize on this show gets the live audience on their feet in a nanosecond. The aim of the game with Pass the Buck is to compare 2 prices of 2 everyday household items. Figure out which one is the highest and the lowest. I flunked on both of those household items. But still, when I was chosen to select one of 6 numbers featured in Pass the Buck, I chose number 4, and I kid you not, I actually won that brand new car! Quite the luck of the draw for me to pick this up and on my very first performance actually win a brand new car. Virtually, not realistically, but you get the drift. Anyway, the next 2 pricing games will have the other 2 contestants at home, and you'll need 6 players for the full Price is Right experience here. Filling in that contestant slot, win or lose in their pricey games for the next 2 to follow. And then, all 3 of them go to the Showcase Showdown to spin the wheel and get closest to a buck without going over. Whoever does, heads off to the Showcase round. the second half of the game with another 3 pricing games will play exactly as the first half, and then the 2 players left standing head over to the showcase round. And again, whoever gets closest to the actual retail price without going over wins it all. That's the Price is Right. Now, what makes this Price is Right friendly, meaning tie it into the TV show as close as it can? Well, the amount of prize copy and actual prizes, actual imagery from the show, with Richfields, Button Richardson, and Randy West, all announcing the prizes, complete with audience reactions. It would have been cool if either of them could do custom prize copy, in business speak, prize announcements for the game with no audience reactions. Or maybe there could be some options in the sound effects system for you to turn off audience reactions or level them or level the music. Then again, it's probably for the best that you leave the audience reactions intact. After all, they're your brethren. Whether you amongst them at the studio or at home just listening to them, cheer you on, suggest the prices, and help you out of the games, because technically while this is a competition, it's quite a family. Everybody wants to see everyone win. I don't know of any other family-friendly game show on any other network, non-syndicated, that promotes such community spirit from the mountaintops. Price is Right is all that and more. So actual prize copy taken from the show with actual show imagery, actual name brand products. My showcases were a piano. They included a hot tub, a trip to Tahiti, and once again, a brand new car! I was the tested run, and my showcase included a trip to Tahiti, and I won that showcase. So this, if you're playing by yourself, could very well be the easiest Price is Right game you'll ever play. It's certainly the easiest one I ever played, and I've done a boatload of Price is Right videos throughout the years. PC, DS, an actual physical board game. What is next? Anyway, this is what you get on the back. These are scenes from the actual game. You get 6 wipe-off bid boards, 4 bid board markers, 1 DVD game, and an instruction sheet. The main narrator of the game, I wouldn't say host because he doesn't appear on camera, but the narrator for the game, other than Rich and Button and Randy, is Todd Newton, who not only hosted Grammy, the all-new Plus Your Luck, at least knew when I was a kid on GSN, and I loved that show, but he also hosted the Price is Right stage show in Vegas, so he was quite a good choice to do the Price is Right game. So, as closely as it can tie into the actual experience, it's definitely worth it. 4.5 out of 5 claps. Imagine breaking a leg in the showcase showdown without actually having to lift a leg. That is priceless. And that's the Price is Right DVD game. Here's what's on the docket for Wednesday. Is it just me, or was Ricky Lake quite a hottie during the peak of her prime? And here she still was a hottie. Am I forgetting something? Of course, what Todd Newton failed to say in his sign-off at the end of the game. He gave a generic sign-off saying, "See you next time on The Price is Right. Goodbye, everybody." Oi, dude, as much as I admire you, I hope that's not the way you close out your stage show, because loyal friends and true of this show know the real deal. Say it with me now. Help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.